It's the coldest hand that run down this land where the ocean lands. It's the tallest sound, the damn smallest crowd, but their hearts break loud. Far from ever feeling lost with me, I'll push you back towards the land and sea. They're going down for love, and love is free. Stick with me and I will guarantee you're never lost among the crowd with me. Never lost among the crowd with me. Everywhere you go I'll be. Anywhere you go I'll see. You're never lost among the crowd with me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the new series of How About Them Stags. Our second episode is here, and it's bigger and better than the last. It's been a weird start to 2026, in which we've seen multiple games postponed and one abandoned just after 3 minutes of play when the referee deemed the pitch was too dangerous to continue playing, which went viral over social media. It's a tough game today against ILFORD, who are unbeaten in 13, with the Stags before this unbeaten in 10. It's going to be a great game as the Stags fight for playoffs. With the warm-ups done then, it was time for action. The Stags made 2 changes to the side that beat Woodford on Derby Day in 2025, with Christian North and Liam Foster both returning into the side. But after a few handshakes, it was finally time for action. The side that are most in form in the league versus the side that have gone the most games unbeaten. Onto the action now, and it was 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗧 who took our first shot of 2026, but ILFORD'S keeper had it say.
If we want to get a good series.
I mean, do I even need to speak on this one? It was an even first half with both sides having their chances, but it was the Stags in red and white that had the most of the possession in the first 45. The back line became a key passing element throughout the pitch, with Harvey Brown and Ollie Fernandez involving quite a lot of moves going forward. As mentioned, the back line was involved in most of the moves, and a move started by Liam Foster going forward found Harry Lusher, and then eventually 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗧 was available to play the ball over to 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗧 at the back post. Unfortunately for him, he was offside. The Stags started to build some momentum, and another chance was started by Liam Foster at the back, with 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗧 eventually finding the ball at the back post from across from Tyler Dolan. Unfortunately for him, his audacious effort was saved by ILFORD'S keeper. The first stoppage in the game was for ILFORD, and unfortunately with the player down, he had to be substituted. That saw the introduction of a man we all know very well, a Stags legend by the name of Alfie Harris, who had made over 150 senior appearances for the club. He would come on for over 80 minutes of action. Since the stoppage, the Stags were going forward well, and a shot from 𝗕𝗨𝗪𝗓𝗍 nearly went in, and a rebound would have gone in if it wasn't for the lino having a say. ILFORD had their first chance of the game just after the 20th minute mark, but it was easily defended by Harvey Brown at the back. The Stags kept building in defence and also down that right hand side, with a pass from Liam Foster finding Harry Lusher, who delivered the ball towards Josh Banfield, who had a rare chance at goal. ILFORD nearly took the lead in controversial fashion after Harvey Brown looked to have been fouled in the penalty area, and ILFORD would have took the lead if it wasn't for a vital block by George Edwards in front of goal. As mentioned, both sides had their chances, And credit to Ilford, who had gone 13 games unbeaten prior to the action, but at the moment they weren't troubling the Stags. A free kick was blocked by 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗧 before cleared by the Stags, and then it was Ollie Williams to make a vital challenge at the other end of the pitch, Ilford deeming it a foul, while the referee and 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗞𝗛𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗧 deeming it a clean challenge. A few minutes later, and another chance for Ilford with a rogue effort going wide of Christian North's goal. The best chance of the game so far for the Stags fell the way of 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, who've been heavily involved so far. His initial shot was saved before Ilford cleared their lines, and a few seconds later, the Stags had another chance. Unfortunately though, after winning the ball back, 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟𝗏's ball over the top was a bit too overdone. At the moment, the Stags' informed striker 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟𝗦 just couldn't seem to find the back of the net, as his shot was just wide of the post. The Stags improved on 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓's best chance so far, with George Edwards playing 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗜𝗓𝗓 on goal. 𝗕𝗨𝗧 held the ball up well and played it back towards Edwards, who crossed it towards the back post, eventually finding 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗏, who had his shot blocked. Before the second effort, this time from 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, was just over the bar. On to the second half now, and an attempt from 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗓𝗓𝗏 was the first effort to trouble the keeper, before the Stags went forward again a few minutes later. After an Ilford chance, Christian North pumped the ball forward, and Josh Banfield, who had played so well so far this game, his pass was just a few inches away from meeting the run of 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗓𝗏𝗓. It didn't seem like it would be 𝗕𝗨𝗓𝗓's day after he missed a one-on-one to put us ahead. The Stags were going all out now, and an effort from 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 was just wide of the post. The goal finally came for the Stags when 𝗕𝗨𝗪𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 found the back of the net after Tony Martin's shot was blocked to make it 1-0 for 𝗕𝗨𝗪𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏.
Come on, all!
Just a few minutes after the goal, the Stags earned themselves a set piece with a cross from Josh Banfield cleared away only as far as 𝗕𝗨𝗖𝗓𝗓𝗏, whose worldie was just over the bar. Another tight offside call was made on the far side, and luckily for the Stags, it was offside this time. 𝗕𝗨𝗪𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 deemed offside, and his rebound was somehow missed. Another rare opportunity came from Josh Banfield after Tony Martin played him the ball, but he miscued his chance. The second goal finally came, and we just about caught it this time. 𝗕𝗨𝗪𝗓𝗏𝗧 was played the ball crossed by George Edwards to make it 2-0 to the Stags, and surely cement the 3 points. That was it then, and full time, with the Stags taking all 3 points on their first game of the new year of 2026. Ilford's 13-game unbeaten streak came to an end, with the Stags' 11 games unbeaten only just starting.
Get in! Come on!
Let's just say somebody's very excited about that one.
Come on!
Over to Mark, who shares his post-match thoughts on a massive 2-0 victory.
Well, Mark, it's a massive victory for the Stags to start 2026. Just sum up today's action, a 2-0 victory away from home against Ilford, who we face in just 4 days' time again.
It was always going to be a tough game. They're on a fantastic run, 13 unbeaten. Appreciate we're 10 unbeaten as well. They're a good side, got great movement, hold the ball up well, come get in behind you. And it was always going to be tough today because we didn't know if they were going to set up as a 3, like a 3-4-3, or maybe a 4 at the back. When they set up as a 3, it kind of works in our favour where we can get Callum and Arthur in, but then obviously they're going to be overloading on us in midfield, and that was hard work. We didn't get to grips with that to start with. I felt their runners from midfield were getting a little bit over the top of us. George was getting a little bit isolated, Liam was getting a bit 2v1, Ollie and Josh were doing a lot of work, and we just needed a little bit more help in there. But I thought as the game went on, it was very even first half. We probably had the better of the chances, but they had a very good 5-minute spell. They had a couple of chances. They had a free header, which they should have done better with, but we had some good chances. Arthur had a great chance. I suppose he could have taken a touch, but listen, you're not going to take, that away from him. That he can hit balls like from miles out, so he took the volley. A couple of other saves, and like I say, half time was probably a fair result. But I did think that if we kept playing the football, second half, it would come, but we did keep playing the football. Wasted a few chances, which you're going to expect, but then you just felt it was coming. You just felt it was coming, didn't you? And I think we fully deserved it.
So just looking on, I think last year we had this where we went on a brilliant run. We had a few games postponed at the start of the new year, and then we went on a blip where we just couldn't seem to find our form. And today was, I think, a real test. Another side, 15 unbeaten, who we've ended their run. So it's now 11 unbeaten for us. But how key is that front three? Again, showing that Arthur and Callum can score. Not just Harry, who didn't get his goal today, but Callum and Arthur were really key to today's side. I
thought Harry worked his socks off, as he does every week. Makes very unselfish runs in behind, tries to drag the defenders out. I just felt as he had that very good chance. Keeper made a great save. I just felt as the game went on, I just felt we needed something a little bit different. My first thoughts, which I've done in other games, is perhaps to take one of the wingers off and then put Harry out wide. But I just felt, like I say, it wasn't happening for Harry. Needed to hold the ball up a little bit more. Tony was the obvious choice. And listen, it's not all, I'm not going to get it right. Me and Ted ain't going to get it right every time. But leaving Arthur and Callum on obviously paid dividends.
So it's a bit of a weird one. As mentioned, we take on Ilford on Tuesday night and then a Friday night fixture against Brentford. How is that going to change? Because obviously it's a cup game, so the sides might change. And then Brentford, a big game on Friday night.
Listen, as much as it's the quarter final of the cup, let's make no thing. Friday's the most important game. We are running a very, very small squad at the moment, not on purpose. There are probably some peripheral players that do need game time on Tuesday. I'm going to have to look at our schedule in the next month because I just think we are a little bit bare bones. We've picked up a couple of injuries. So it's going to be tough. Like I say, as much as it's quarter final of the cup and we want to progress, we have to look at it from the league point of view. The league's more important Friday. So me and Ted have got to kind of manage that. I think Ted's going to probably have to come in and play a little bit as well. And then I'll have a look this week, perhaps maybe bring some 23s in for Tuesday. But obviously, like I say, it's a fantastic position to be in. But myself and Ted's game management is very, very important to get through these games.
So final things then, obviously we discussed about if we play football, so people want to come and watch us and those attendances have been going up. Just a message to the fans on Friday night, there's no other game with any other teams related in the Roding Valley on Friday night, so why should they come and watch the Stags?
Listen, you guys are doing fantastic media coverage at the moment. It really is putting us on the map. I thank you for it. All the boys appreciate it, you know that. And I've said to you before, if we want to pull up attendances, people want to come and watch football. People playing football. You can't always play like that. It was difficult to do that today on a pitch like that. Much better than it was last year, I have to say. But we did play very well. I thought we kept the ball very well. And if we keep to our principles and do that, then more people come and watch us.
Well, Mark, thank you for your time. We'll see you on Tuesday night.
Cheers, lads. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of How About Them Stags. We hope to have another episode out soon, but with the games being postponed, we're not 100% sure when that episode will be. We hope you enjoyed it, and as the episodes get better, make sure to stay subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Sup, ref?